Munyina chi mama kwaba enano pay eba eye Ade Kyeɛ dwumadi so ewo Owia TV anopay me mamunyina chi me gidi so obia ho ye menso me ho ye pa na yatena se anopay fi samre ya ekopem nontu ebono nso a brighto Ade Kyeɛ sports ebe bremo na Owia ya sabe transi a penchen semo Medini Omanhene Yaw Adu-Boakye, I'm your man in the morning. Ene yentra na mejidi se enema pi ene yesiesi ama. Let me give you this nugget this morning. I know Kuku, I love this nugget, but life can be whatever you want to make out of it. So let it now be a blessing and an achievement with every step you take. Life can be whatever you make out of it. So let it now be a blessing and an achievement with every step you take. Mistakes may come, but don't let you make you static. Move on. Mistakes may come, but do not let it make you static. Move on. Good morning to you once again as I welcome you to the program Ade Kyeɛ on the Owia TV. Omanhene John Dramani Mahama Ade Krata ase wo monko gina Ghana nemu ewo amanone. No catch them say monko advance the country's economic interest on the global market. Yentie ni enhwe de ekoso.
But Ghana's diplomacy will be judged not by its ceremony alone, but by results. Your work must translate into jobs, growth, opportunities, security, and measurable benefits for our people. You are expected to pursue economic diplomacy with urgency by attracting strategic investments, expanding non-traditional exports, promoting tourism, facilitating innovation and technology transfer, and strengthening Ghana's competitiveness in global markets. Every partnership you build, every market you open, and every investor you attract must serve a broader national purpose. The government has embarked on a reset agenda grounded in integrity, efficiency, accountability, and results-driven governance. As heads of mission, you are required to reflect this national reset by moving from passive representation to purposeful engagement, from routine reporting to proactive problem-solving, and from presence to impact. Your mission plans must be firmly aligned with Ghana's development priorities.
John Dramani Mahama ena yetini in Canopeno. Na swami interchanging sema ba. Na swami interchanging sema, can you please take off the echo? So I'm interchanging semi and akoba se edom kuma e womra shebedwa fie de to dwa se womo eye no 40 enso so womante se aban no eye no 2 na eba sa no akofa nsam pi aba ema yewura senso boakye ana kane oye ohwa akwan so ma aban etwa mu no aye nsentwerefo nhyiamu a or chrese ohun de ntia aban no peso chesa se sika ni hobinti omanya sika ye about 64 projects and na de oho dada no peso mu yi o manifesto afekura de omote so na akoba sa afri se ye nyina be kai se abuakwa asantene bia mama kwaba mejidi se mo ye bo ba ka se abuakwa kwan eho be ye engineer ashu bebre because nanka wo se kwan no ekotra tanoso etwam wo ya asantoa ho ede kɔ enkro na wo ho no
ebuakwa manhia
no me ade ye yesi tanoso eti e ma nkrofo bebre ye se NDC aban eba e mampani jomama ne the late mills omate so Yen nyina enim se na asokwa e wo se nka asokwa etwam kofi yi ase kwa ye yesi Coca-Cola brewery enti e ba se e ko ba se wo mote se aban no se so am interchange no ye beti so enan na ye ni mienu no e ko ye se na ne na dan na se Kumasi kwan bia aban foforo ba no won de planning ni design wo ho no o se miniska intimate so enoma asenso ene nsantwerefo akasa yentie nsem a waka
and a minister for roads and highways Kase project I design as 4-tier interchange 4 levels no it's an second hunting I buy a reduce project no I know 2-tier so I can say you need a buy any hard the tier I can say Kumasi is the second largest city connected apart from the second largest city it sits right at the heart of the country connecting the various economic zones markets and regional capitals or south Nabiso Congo or north Nabiso South east and west now for Kumasi so it's a very important city for the country and now for some time now so no traffic a walk Kumasi no ese wani one kopa yani atuondi the city in the morning and in the evening during rush hours becomes standstill the sent no and ekofo ado aban ekofo project we buy ebe boa ma traffic situation no reduces significantly not only for the people of Kumasi now the rest of the country now will benefit from that now aban will be reduced sa 4 levels about 2 levels now basa emwa Kumasi emwa Ghana now aban will need sika and so when you sika new projects 64 projects are last year or they buy new projects adena sika wo na project very important when you be enye sa project now person we dey akoye new project e bi o person we do need to swan na say bibisa enti no na ye ka say emwa na finance minister so ka say this year no or 43 billion wow they be big push program and a big push program is what they about parliament I'm a parliament approve I'm a so I'm interchange eka ho nti ya then and the okase woni sika wo beto so I'm interchange project now we no 2-tier as against 4-tier as initially planned and designed nti these are the things that here come what say they are not being fair
to the people of Ashanti. Minister for Roads and Highways say edi asem na ye asenso kan o say 2024 ena mo ka asem ba ye kwan mu wie anka we besi na ne council no se man wie nti no and all the controversy over the project no ne reduction no sa ne mani nyina no if you had finished as you promised that enka we nyina mba Government Agboja say enye 2-tier, they mum eye 3-tier, or mati so about 3 instead of 4. Yentie governments.
Kumasi deserves better, as he puts it. Yes, indeed, Kumasi deserves better. By the way, President Akufo-Addo declared that by the end of 2024, the Swami Interchange project would have been completed and handed over. So if my colleague, Honorable Asenso, had heeded to President Akufo-Addo's own plan, we shouldn't even be discussing the issue about whether 3-tier or 4-tier now. It is his failure and the failure of that government to deliver the project. And we are going to deliver that project for the good people of Kumasi.
Utie government or say asenso ene na ban to anamon adwene asantema ho a enka ye nru ba bi a yedre. Now, Owia no Saudi betu just said they are investing an additional 3 billion to ease congestion at Swami through construction of a bypass. Anyway, ya almost 3 billion will be shame. Now, omatimi aye bypass. We said the beya traffic government Agboja.
Issue about selective funding is misplaced. Whilst we would not issue about selective funding is misplaced. Whilst we would not indulge in trivial matters, it is important to note that not a single pesewa is being diverted from the original project, but in addition, over 3 billion has been committed into the network just on the outer ring road alone. Big push, contradictions. The Swami interchange is indeed part of the Big Push project in Kumasi, and we are committed to ensuring that the people of Kumasi get value for money. Availability of funds. The Honorable Minister for Finance is committed to ensuring that all government priorities are dealt with comprehensively and as a solution to the challenges the people face, and not for political expediency.
The Ayawaso East Constituency Executive of the NDC has rejected calls by the majority caucus in Parliament to annul the party's recent parliamentary primary. Constituency Communication Officer Musa Ali is criticizing the party's national leaders for commencing investigation without prior consultation with the constituency executives. Ade Kyeɛ, yenyina imso omukoto aba ema baba jamanwi. Yeti yani so mampani John Dramani Mahama de krata enam Kwaku Ofosu. All right? Felix Ofosu Kwachi. A government communication minister so say wa withdraw abajama wa recalling no say onya ambassador bio to Nigeria. E wo ha na mrahye bejafie caucus edunsia from every region, so since I say wo mu ntwam aba na omoto ye no mu wie kura nso a obi bia on behu say krata no entansa abo no say o twetia sika bia ansa na abato de baso no mo ma no enkogina bio ye wie na party no nso so be condemn the course wo and almost so omo institute what is called an investigation a committee kura started on echuma. Baba Jama edi so no ebo no se wono no odi tintiman e wasikatua no so waba bonten abedi nai obi odo mampani ase so ma ne kwan na emomo so ohwe ani mu se obekom na hye beje fie no akosom ne man Ghana ne Ayawaso East fo eno da ena wona wono so ehwe Ayawaso East executives no womo fu pa no maso womo kan say majority in parliament, they should mind their business. Obi anse wo mo nsoma wo mo ensema ehia wo so wo kan de boa party no ne your mind no enye bi ni Ayawaso yentie Musa Ali.
Parliamentary caucus, their communique is moot. It's moot in the sense that none of them was on the ground there. I challenge any parliamentarian to come and tell me, as constituency executive who was on the ground, that he or she was on the ground that day and that this is what he has seen or observed. They were not here. They were sleeping in their air conditions in their various constituencies. At the end of the day, they want to make a decision for us and impose a candidate on us. No, it doesn't work that way. In democracy, what we all must know is that once the party has taken a decision to investigate, we support that. The party has taken hints that there was something wrong. That is vote buying. Allow the party to do it. But how do you, parliamentary candidate, how do you run ahead of the investigation and make conclusions that the election must be annulled? That is an insult to our integrity. That is an insult to the constituency executives and the delegates. The majority caucus are telling the whole wide world that the delegates couldn't think, the constituency executives couldn't think, and that we allowed ourselves to be bought before we elected that candidate. They must give us a proof. They must come with a proof that indeed one or two candidates bought our conscience before we went to vote. As the constituency stands now, none of the candidates bought our minds. None of them.
Charlie, also be anyone more toy abjini. Yet the abjini koto abano. Na a 10-year kasier, and my free a dom kasier no, moye NDC for no. Na Ayawaso Council of Zongo Chiefs. And so Abba said there will be possible chaos. Hey. If the NDC goes ahead to cancel the results of the Saturday's primaries, and order for a rerun. Almost there will be possible chaos. They are sending this caution to whoever, especially the NDC, say, Omunche no man kase on beto aba fro because a betimi de basa basa ye biaba. Baba Jama chita for because omun pray and preach na wawi. Maame no so bia chita for because I mama kwam ye nto. Esan say bia kwan bia fa so. Obi anu ha oyɛ candidate wo nipa numnum oba abonten si asisi no. E wo mo abonten mbomu na e ka se abato no wo mo koto ye no they were induced because I've not heard Aji Amina the constituency chairman Baba Jama anamienu aka no say wo mo say abane ekoto ye no ye wia ye. How can you cry more than the bereaved? How can you be more Catholic than the Pope? And some way yentie and some free Iowa so Council of Zongo Chiefs.
Our reaction is to plead, as my chairman said, we are living peacefully in this community, and we need to move ahead with the peace. Nima has to be united, and already Nima is united. So if they say they are going to cancel the elections, we don't know what is going to happen. So let us keep the result as it is. There's no election that is there's no problem in it. It's only God knows who is clean. So we appeal to them to leave it as it is. Had it been it's a different person who won the election, it is the same thing that we the chiefs who moved him. Yes. So we are one people and one destiny. Well,
one destiny. Asante Akwaba.
Yeah,
Akwaba. KNUST student being so training kwa. Of the second floor of his hostel, University Relations Officer Dr. Dana Norris Bequin Ade Kyeɛ. Ade we etesi o KNUST. A woman is will be free through a beshifo. A woman, the man be a very popular pie, a branch be a friend Amada. Unity was in a gay jano. Yow, Amada free unity. 20 hours wo. Through her beshifo. In your mind in the baby. Amada and a chain the pipe and see super.
Say it's me through so be form.
Say it's me through so be form sir. I mean him say bia na busia ni bia na na be dey ya ma busia no me nkai busia na ya. But Amada ma asem no be ye very popular across the globe Ghana baby ah. Draw let a jai. Say the Ghana wa jano no. Hu dey ntin so tan wi asem
Me busia dey.
Yeah. Asem kese bebre e ma bi awu mranche bi eku mu ho na ya na mebusa se KNUST em say branche no ya na mu odin yawo na ni nyina nso be ya boy bi na akwaji gen no
Okay.
ana gen no nso da waku ama boy bi
Enra no. Oman mpacho we dey frame so ma menka akra KNUST no. Na nhwemu kakra bi a ya me course bi a kire se Abranche no se misiri meme da na nwumre na de bechi
but you mean conclude say be obantra
meme da nwumre de bechi kosi ada no ahomachi no eno mo se Abranche sa private host ho wo no Abranche besra no na we bema no mu chirimu a one ne tena ho che pa nwumre be 1 am
Bema no kosra o bema no.
Bema na we so we ni e.
Madamfo bema besra no mo
bonkomo du akiri pa.
No muti abonti ana se no muti.
O muti inside ho na na bonkomo. Na ofiri ho no na obi nim de si ya we ni bai. Nti ahomache no.
Nti na damfo no firi ho.
Afiri ho.
They saw him leave.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nti sa private host ho ni si nti no. Ofiri ho bai ahomache no be some the 8 ho ahono mbu say Abrante na first sabato form as to what happened between them the ana asemi isi enti no omudi ne ko host na say virtually no free mo wi ano no nti de akusi enze obi na besra no bema na besra ni na damfo bema na we don't know what had happened between the two But private hostels on person when to job for whatever reasons. Interpose phone is there.
Obeti me am here this. Spare parts for say. Abino the 20% VAT be. Abetua. Oma catch that buying so on so. Now, as I buy any. It will more catch Ghana for say they should expect possible price hikes if 20% VAT is not reduced. Yentie spare parts for.
Ba mini say o ba bo so ka beto spare parts a so bo ahun yi. Enti adra for no mo complain no. Ombenya complain this time because of say omo party besa ni bo besa ye din biom because omo bo no omo party ni bi na engines na ye 65,000 no ene ebi ababa be do 57,000 ebi ye 53,000 na ye 40,000 no aba 35 ebi ye 34 wa say egusu ba form eni say ba ne sa na say ni o turn 50,000 o be work 20% of it enti e besa shutu ezeden ko biom enti e ba ne sa na ma bo be de na 2 ne we register o GRE no obe free marketing because ultimately no be on register Jerry no obo man krono no ultimately ni compete nema de wo form ye fa nya o the same source the same important ho enti ba ne sa na che say adwuma pa abane ye no e be sa ma abano akwa nipa boni because we say wo ye adwuma pa wa say no na Jerry fon so ye adwuma boni edit ya wo ye be 20% na nka initial no ye tua only 4% pe na 4% no enye me am ye dealer na me tua wo wako bobo si akwa onyema begu ase na ne oba beto e de akwa obenye sika kotua loan no emra ne se fasa sika no to so na ne oba beto no ne fa ma no no ntuaka consumer no fa na consumer no me shop e da hoyi obeto ame so one GRE or register GRE me dem register GRE it will menu na be affect me because you register GRE there oni je for any tokwa bia on your na so turn na there me wan so no source na me fa me niama no the same source na no so fa the niama important odi niama ne bre no the same important odi niama bre no so what I say odi ni niama ye pe e ba ne say na me dey my register GRE I will say me fa 20% enka homa consumer no na ne owo me nche register GRE there on fa no hundi ene say the best na ASC from 4 to 20 there adabraka enti ye propose say enka omo ye no 5 to 8% po aboso kan ye dey money ye adwuma we are law abiding citizens. So that's here. We are
and almost so they to just say abino ede esumbi abeto omoswa can you know mutia 4% VAT and no crowd no more complaining ya pagem ko 20% and it say me cock to spare parts abino ma dollar ne ba form no ama spare parts born number form sa implementation we be sa spare parts no every kane bo no kra sa de bia be ka ho yaw mami ntie kakra na enkomra at next 7:30 we'll have a lot of deliberations just a few
akonta we dey K University ni akwala na de na ketua bi hwe akonta papa no kasa na friend say Dr. Norris Bekwe
yeah Dr.
Daniel akonta it's about time on K University for no omunya is a flimsy excuse na ya no mo de my parents na akonta obewo ba watete akwala na bedru
such age
enough for mo ene awo boarding e chen kan na konta also mo di tu mo trim sa mo be ka kire se ade e chen na mo ko hu sa akwala ne da ho no wu na ne parents aba na mato sa nanse story we a kire no se e off campus hostel it has yentimi hodemo
na off campus hostel no omo akwala no ko school we
mo ko school and before sa konta mo K University for mo beji hostel bi atum say etimi accommodate mu students no more requirement amodema hostel no also meet na CCTV camera ni ho na omuni make am say security 24/7 day night I be crank akwala no attempt bi say bia oye saade no there are people around bia omo be hu say akwala bi gina soro no as a bone ya ba ne ti no
ground for you say was say private hostels no they should insist
on standards
CCTV cameras
standards
I think I agree with you
after you to sana wabeto sana story actually me parents me be gina so no na ade tie mo say order for
say wo na ukopay hostel man unti e wo wasa
it me masemo but akwa ne ba school
ho K University na me ba
no ho so and am so no dey ya hostels no more standards amode ma wo mo e bi kra akota hostel na wusi no mo friends stairs so de no e bi kra fadade bi hwe kosoro se be akwala no entimi nhiri so person committee suicide you should have standards so yes obi asori a mikuta bisikenti na misema ba besi hostel na muso kere university for na muso maje na ye de ma ba begu onom na mu hwirihwiri wu na mu kasa se mu ekire say off campus ade you should have standards also there be omo kasa asem no kra wo ma who as a parent no I a bit agitated as a bifi say echemu no omode ma omo no entaso musa and our body
asante ma mentie o so tiawa na ye nkomra
I was say you can standards no I was saying PR of that private hostel and the back system ne kire bi wo man no kwane say can you see e dan ho nsem no e din kwa che say wo enti ama obia enya twetwepo bia dan bia asase keto bia no the sisi dan sisi ho we see no so many requirements bi mo mfa enko adwinpim na mo so mo see because enkwa no do so che adan na mo see no enti right now papa na sam na wo ka no se be see no oni ho ade che beef bi obidi man no na wono di betudwa ena sere ya wo ka no se ye ka se omo de standards ni pa ye adwuma de ne ho dan pa ombenya dem ho no enu betu because hwe ukọ ha ho ye mfe ba ku bi ze homestay ana hostel no for homestay obi fie obi abetena no fire whatever no answer just say one life no man Eden but even main campus no when say main campus facility say bia obi da they say
or
indies and I say whatever no
Katanga na say Queens no
and one mpo no buza won say ya stand say ye demand ye ho enti no ye say
no but at least asante say if that is what we are saying Ghana ye doso aso mampani John Mama on insanso ye nyina so soja fonso ye nyina so ntini ye nya engum sa
debi you am say na me ko debi me kan say on say a whole problem no can you was the problem no and no more dying sem no
nkola ne doso ntini e
dey no omo kasa mo fu dem na sa dem
there are certain private hostels accommodate almost about baby to say Ivandi nansen ya woko hono a somebody took over from I think the in the background
okay
yeah Ivandi hostel can you send the city no you see I assess a dying SSIM.
Okay, let's just say spaces now.
When you get there now, and they say, "Who be a window?" And who will be window? Who be a mummy?
Ebesia.
They say, I got there and I stood there and I was like, "Hey." If an issue of fire or anything happens, because there is no space now. I know Ivandi previously and now. But see, a dino is the same. And space a demo. When you saw a student grabbing to my film.
Yeah.
But some time ago, what's the mission?
This is demo.
And say, you see, in Kuala Dawson. Now you are careful, and then the BBNC, na BBC, private hostel, baby, one more accommodating Kuala 1,000.
Yes, but it be a facility.
1,000.
If you want to can say accommodate that number of students. But
every one a funny pa, 4 in a room. Sa a big, you know my sunset, Sun City, war Kenty Chrono, almost see a go be. And then Kalani womb. About 3 in a room, 2 in a room, 4 in a room, a beam crowd to be fetched a copetching. I was second university, interested.
Oh, yes.
In Enqualano because any university, a Cacolano only ho
Debbie.
As I'm saying, there was our homestay, no name. There will be a name, may be a standard. But the friendly part dominant for
yes.
There was some woman
Nico be Dibia.
Now, to say,
or they man Kalani de.
Yeah, my investment. Now, catch them say if I don't provide CCTV camera, you will not allow me. And no, can that inhibit me? No, because me pesca. I will put in the CCTV camera.
Private security for her and pay we anymore.
Unim sana siya. Omo ye standards be ma. Now, Obia to be Tony gas.
Yes.
uko hostels ni bia omo baby a obi atimi no aduane oma connect gas no ama
okay
enti oma ye no centralize enti uko so gas no a bus straight uni wo cylinder the background no protecting kwala no say we cylinder jabetom enti watimi aye no centralize ama omo
enti oma be safe
and I want to be kono aduane at a certain time your porter hodoma ohwe
yes
supervisor ohwe ho omotimi aye am nkwala na tra oye hu bibia enti so obi eso opesika dodo nti onya can you see you come in
oh yes but the question obi akuteska ne say
me chemni say sa directives ya kan this should be the standards ebia Kenya University nti mi busa say nti Kenya University for my register all the hostels na the answer could be yes or no because of kono no obi when you ni sika yaw no di ejabiesi baby a even serve as a debt trap
so inspectorate department
the University should see to our students be 20 eda if you have no say the background standards
ni baby o kwa bi hostel bi basic Kenya University kranya we say bi boso
wrong that is wrong
me catch so baby me class me so me say obakono Kenya University baby a nkwani bi da eko ayi ho no very say school no yaw enya de nti say ye kase systems nya adwuma I was say from construction zero to so mbewie Kenya University fan standards Emma
ukosi police station ache police wa
mebo yaw
eko je
ya me no ya je me kan
so si fire service station ma fire service for
Otu so ya
you come for the drawings from us.
Yahweh, it is a muso BC die.
BC die.
Money in the answer. But the moment I say hostel, you come in.
Cannot say. That is not what I think is the situation at Kenya University.
Start working on it.
Oh, no, yeah, you say that should be the
estate manager,
estate department,
department, you know, cast or more staff.
They have supervision.
They should do it. As some way.
That is not what Kenya is practicing. You from today on, no. And I was saying,
for cap problems. But yeah, saying, if that is not what is happening,
yes,
it should start.
Until now, maybe I'm 2 years. Ebi ayeba hostel facility no ni CCTV oho akota CCTV cameras say
so yama umre say
yama
install CCTV
oho
yama after that time yeba na unya ya to close the hostel and your students
security club some hostels bi okwankura na omuni security
very good yes so you insist so
it is staircase kura we no steps na we no ebia enyusu ebia tiles yusu ebia my friend say rough tiles ne
these are standards
university students
na yeba ye agudi ho nsem Owia Ade Kyeɛ sports bright obetrase enra. Yeah, did you enjoy their program?
Yes.
Yes,
on Mickey.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah, Daniel, what was this year? Now, bright Owia, ya sabe transina, ya devil into Ayawa Sonia. So stay with us. It's time for Ade Kyeɛ Sport.